What's up, guys? It's your girl Elle with the Hair Reactions, and we are back with another long form video. You know I had to watch the finale of Love is Blind season 3, and you know what? I knew that Bartise was going to say no. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's just me. He's just such an asshole. You know what I mean? He's like the worst kind, guys. He literally on this entire show acted like he was a complete gentleman and so mature, but he was not. He's the opposite of that. Oh my gosh, and the smirks that he was given during this episode before saying no. He knew he was going to say no the whole time. Oh my goodness. Then he got up there and even his mother didn't like it. She said it. After he said no to Nancy, his mother was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. She knows what her son did. Mommy always knows. Trust me. Even his dad knew. His dad was crying. His dad was crying. Okay? Baby. And the brother, Nancy's brother, oh, he wasn't having it. He was ready to go to blows. I can tell. He said that he knew it from the beginning, that the first time he met the guy, he said this guy is not the one. But he wasn't the only one that wanted to get in Bartise's ass. Nancy's mom wanted to get in his ass too, but Nancy backed her down. She's like, no mom, go. No mom, go. And while Nancy's doing this, I'm like, girl, why you being so mature? Like, you being so calm and cool and mature about this. Big ups to Nancy, because I couldn't have. Baby, she was just too mature for me. I'm like, why are you so damn compromising to this dude and listening to him? Oh, I'm telling you, honey, the only thing I would be listening to, well, I wouldn't be listening to anything. He will be listening to my ass cheeks clap as they walk away. Okay? How about that? But you know what? After she let him have his spill, she did let him know a thing or two in the end. I was surprised. I was so surprised. At the end, what she said to him was spot on. I'm like, oh my goodness, she finally sees it. It's a shame that it had to get all the way up to here for her to realize it, but I think that was a hard hit truth for her, because he definitely knew he was going to say no a long time ago. There were so many red flags, and she said it. She was like, he gaslit her. He definitely did, and I personally feel that he did all of that just to make it to the end of the show. He's a show guy. He wants attention. He wants this model-ass girl on his shoulder. He didn't want Nancy. You know, he just didn't. He didn't. You know, but you know what? He was like, he had the audacity to ask her. He was like, you just said I do, and now you're flipping the script. Yeah, she flipping the script like you flipped the script. You thought she was just going to be a little puppy love behind you, because honestly, that's what she's been doing the whole time, acting like Bartise was the best thing since hot chocolate, baby. Like he was smoother than the other side of the pillow, you know? But she was like, yeah, that was before I thought we had something real, but now that I know that things, what you're saying is just BS, basically. I know who you are now, is basically what she said. So yeah, he thought she was still going to play his little game, and you know, in the end, I'm proud of how she handled it. I'm proud of how she handled it. Oh, but you know what, y'all? I wish I could go live, but I ain't got enough followers. So if you still here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like. Don't forget to like and let your girl know what you think about Bartise and Nancy in the comments below right now. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and move on to Alexa and Brennan. Okay, so Brennan is such a mama's boy. I mean, it's cute, but I don't know if I could date a mama's boy, chat. Maybe if the mama's good. If the mama's good, his mama seems good. So it's okay, okay? She was so reassuring for him, and just his friends and family. Everyone was just so supportive of him. Granted, one friend says, I'm not sure if you're ready, but they were still there to support him. And I'm just looking at this. I'm like, there's no way this guy is going to say no. I guess he got over the prenup situation. That didn't scare him too much. He was like, okay, I'll do it. I will take care of her for the rest of her life, even after we divorce. But he's probably not looking forward to a divorce. I don't think that's something that he's even considering, because I think he really does love Alexa. But it was a lot, okay? Now, Alexa is as confident as ever, okay? She seems very confident. She said the only thing she's worried about is her makeup. I know that's right, girl. A man needs to make you feel that confident, especially on your wedding day, okay? I love it. I'm loving all of it. Now, these two right here, they're different, but you know, they go together like a left and a right shoe. They may be formed in different directions, but baby, they go together, okay? One doesn't work quite right without the other. All right, so basically what I'm saying is, they complement each other, okay? Even their vows, guys, their vows to each other was so freaking genuine. I just felt realness as they were speaking their vows. Now, I already knew. I'm like, they're both going to say I do. And they both said I do. Like, duh. I'm not going to lie. Brennan totally threw me for a loop for a moment because he paused and he said, you know, and I thought he said no. I was like, what? Did he say no? I had to rewind, guys, and go look at it again. I was like, oh, okay, he said, you know, he's getting ready to speak. He didn't say no. Oh my goodness. That was the only anxious part of that scene, because the ceremony and everything was so calm and serene. Nothing like the other two we witnessed, okay? I was just like, I know these Netflix producers are not going to give us 3 chaotic scenes back to back, okay? And they did not disappoint, okay? So far up to now, all of my predictions have been right. Can somebody pay me? Pay me, okay? Mr. and Mrs. Brennan and Alexa Lemieux. You know what? I'm going to have that name right there. It's going to have to grow on me a little bit. But I am very, very happy for this couple. I knew they'd say I do, and they did. All right, guys. So we're taking this thing back to the chaos. Yeah, back to love, maybe. I'm back to reality for sure. Now, this relationship between Cole and Zainab. Now, listen, it's been a roller coaster since the moment they met face to face. And I'm really still unsure how they even made it this far. For some reason, Zainab thinks that true love grows when you have to fight for it. Baby, I beg to differ. Like, girl, who told you that? Walt Disney? Honey, that's a toxic fairy tale. Baby, true love is effortless. That's why it's called true love. Just my opinion. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments. But anyways, the two gather for marriage and his family isn't there because they totally do not agree with this marriage. He's saying that they don't like the process, but I could have sworn in the last episode or the beginning of this episode that someone in Zainab's family mentioned that they didn't agree with it because she's of a different, complexion and culture. Is that what I heard? Child, I don't know if I could do it. I've seen so many red flags, and her sister isn't there, and that's the closest family member since her parents died. I mean, that's just tragic and so sad. But her stepmom is there to support her. And of course, she has her friends. Cole has his friends, and as he's talking to him, I'm not going to lie, I'm starting to think that maybe he's going to say yes. My prediction is that she will say yes and he will say no. But at this point, I'm like, maybe he's going to say yes. He seems like he really wants to get married. He tells his friends that she's loyal and he wants to marry her. And I totally expected him to be saying something a bit more doubtful because he's been very negative about it for a long time. He even mentioned during the last episode, during their argument, that he didn't really want to marry her. So I'm surprised that he's speaking this way now. He says she's loyal. I guess he would say she's loyal after everything that he put her through, all the things that he was saying. And granted, she's not perfect. Seems very A-type personality. Everything has to be in place. And he just seems like the complete opposite. So this is a situation where I think opposites just do not really attract. Maybe for something else, but not for a life partnership. I don't know. I could be wrong. You let me know. All right. Now, so they get to the altar, and what do you know? Zainab says, I don't. Baby, the shock and surprise. I was so shocked and surprised that she said no. Baby, she was right, though. She was right to say no. I was just surprised that she said no. But her reasoning, y'all, was everything. Oh my goodness, she ate him up. I felt a little bit bad for him. Now, I know that SK should have told old girl beforehand, should have told his fiance beforehand his reasons, but it's different. I know you're probably like, why is it okay for Zainab but not okay for SK? Well, first of all, because SK the whole time was giving her reassuring things. He was telling her this the entire time, that he's game for it, and that wasn't the case with Cole and Zainab. The same thing with SK and Raven. It just wasn't the same situation. I was rooting for Zainab in this moment. I'm not gonna lie, but she embarrassed the hell out of him. She played this so well. She embarrassed him basically like he has been doing her the last few episodes. I was like, you go, girl. I'm happily wrong on this one. I'm not gonna lie though, I still cried. When I saw him cry, I saw his family and friends comfort him. I felt really, really bad. But I can't help but to think that he deserved it. I'm not lying, but I think it was the bipolar comment that sent her over the edge. But I'm like, dude, you have been saying things embarrassing her the entire episode. He was like, I know she did this in front of everybody to basically to insult him, to hit him hard, and she knew that it would hurt. But I'm like, dude, you have been shaming her since you guys met. So, hey, Old Testament, eye for an eye. I don't know what to say. I felt very sad. I even cried a little bit when it happened, but I was still very proud of Zaynab. Those two are just not compatible. Now we have Matt and Colleen, another roller coaster. But to me, it seems like this roller coaster is always going down, never up. If they do go up, we don't see it. Well, I haven't seen it. So they rolled the footage, which basically proves my point about all the fighting that they do. But they still enjoy each other. So, I'm like, let's see how it goes. Matt and Colleen are both talking to their friends, and it's revealed that they are both saying they are not sure. Now, what? I'm like, how are both of you guys not sure? And it's the wedding day. And the crazy thing is they both had a conversation, which I think is awesome. They had an actual conversation with one another, and they let each other know that they're not sure before the wedding. Okay, that was kind of mature. I was like happy to hear that, So Matt says they've talked about it, and really that's the best way to do it, so that the other person is not so shocked and embarrassed at the altar. It'll be a lot less tension after the fact. Now I'm thinking they're probably going to both say no when they get to the altar, and maybe they will continue to date after the show in a more serious relationship. I think. So both of their families saying that the other is not their usual type, and they're just getting ready. And I'm like, oh my goodness, they have yet to make a decision. This is freaking me out a little bit. I'm like, they're definitely going to say no. But they seem to be freaking out too. I'm freaking out watching it, and they seem to be freaking out in their rooms with their friends. But of course, Max is showing more than Colleen, because he's just the more emotional one. But my thoughts are, if you make it to the wedding day and you're still unsure, you probably shouldn't be doing it. But hey, that's just my thoughts. You let me know what you think. So, okay, guys, they get to the altar. They have their vows. Surprisingly, I'm like, are they speaking from the heart, or did they pre-write these? If y'all wrote these vows and y'all didn't know this was the one, you sure about that? I don't know about that. Okay, so by the way, Colleen did say that she wanted Colleen in guy form. That's what she wanted to marry, but that's not Matt at all. They are so different in that regard. Like, what, Colleen? Anyways, she said yes. Oh my goodness, she said I do, and I am wrong again. I knew she was going to say no. I knew she was going to say no, guys. But I'm like, let's see what Maddie says. And my heartbeat is pounding, guys. I'm noticing Matt's body language as he's touching her. I'm like, he's giving her those touches on the arm. I'm like, oh my goodness, is he going to say no? Is he going to say no? I know he said that he wanted to feel like that's his bride when he walked in and saw, when she walked in and saw him, or when when she walked in and he saw her. So I'm like, oh my goodness, maybe he did not get that feeling. My heart is beating, and then the background music is pounding as well. And Maddie says no. Side note, he said I do, but he mumbled at the beginning. Again, why these folks mumbling? It had me a little bit confused. I'm so shocked. Oh my goodness, I'm shocked. These two both said I do, baby. I hope it lasts, child. Maybe they're the yin and yang for each other. Oh my goodness, I don't know, but let's see what they do next. I'm wishing them peace and happiness, because they definitely need some peace to go with their happiness. All right, so now the recap. We're back with Raven and SK. I'm still hurting for Raven. I really am, y'all. I'm still hurting for her. She said that she was really ready for him, guys. Bartise is still Bartise. Nancy seems so much more confident. I love it. I think she learned from this experience big time, so I think she'll be fine. Cole is about to be a party boy. He said it's going to take him a long time to get over this, so he's about to be for the streets. But Zaynab seems to have learned something about herself. She said she learned to set boundaries. And her friends, baby, her friends were lit when she said no. That was very supportive, but they knew he wasn't the one. Brendan and Alexa are having the celebration of their lives, and I am living for it. Yes, this is the couple that I think will still be married next year. Mazel tov. Colleen and Matt seem to be the happiest that I've ever seen them all season. I hope they're able to work through their differences and mature throughout this whole thing together. Did you notice something? The couples who had family support were the only couples who said yes. How about that? The couples who had family support from both sides, I shall clarify, those were the couples who said yes. I love it. Okay, guys, so season 3 had me on my toes for sure. This show is just one of my all-time favorites, and I'm already looking forward for the next season already. But the reunion, oh, I know it's lit. It has to be. These were some toxic couples. Okay, so most of my predictions were right. A couple were wrong. But here's the real challenge. Love after the cameras turn off. Who is still together and who called it quits? If you're still here, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. You have to let me know if you were right, or what do you think about the outcome of everything. All right, let me know. Now let me go watch this reunion episode, child. Bye.